Hola mis amigos and possible amigos, my name is Tanfrey16. Welcome back to another episode of Reading Your Comments, episode 201 in special Monday edition. Technically there'll be two episodes of this week because we'll have a special Saturday edition at the end of this week. For those of you who don't know, also you can watch these a day early as well as the reaction videos if you want to be a patron on me for those $1 or £1. You also get your name in the video description as well. You can find the link to my Patreon also in the video description. But regardless of what day where you are watching this on, let's go ahead and read some comments. I don't think you mentioned the December plan video, but I assume you're doing Gavin Stacy as normal this month and Christmas special. Yes, I forgot to mention it in the monthly plans. I figured everyone would just assume because it's a monthly series, but I guess I was wrong because I've had a ton of people saying, why didn't you mention Gavin Stacy as much? Even though it seemed pretty obvious that I'm doing it, so I guess I'll try to remember not to forget next time. Just my 2 pence, but I think Jonathan Creek for the next Christmas is a great plan. As much as it's not essential, each episode is a standalone story with the exception of two-parters. There really is an overarching development of characters as you go along. Something for the experience to be better not to skip. I mean, that's fair enough. That's what I was thinking of. You know, just an overarch. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. So yeah, I'll probably end up doing it that way. Hi Noah, congrats on reaching both these milestones. Those milestones were 29,000 subscribers and 200 episodes of Reading Your Comments, by the way. I bought my first computer from Tandy in 1980. It was a TRS 80 level 2 with 16K RAM, green screen monitor, and a cassette recorder to load the games. It took 5 minutes to load the games, unless it failed at 4 minutes 50 seconds and you had to start all over. So things are really better than you think nowadays by comparison. Oh, I know, trust me. I mean, Jesus, imagine that. You get into 4 minutes 50 and it just like, nope, fuck you. That's just the ultimate kick in the dick. Mrs. Brown's Boys has 21 festive specials, most of them Christmas themed. Instead of full series, they aired 2 specials around the Xmas period since 2012, and they signed a deal with BBC to keep them going to at least 2026. Oh, so they haven't had a real series of the show in 10 years? They've just done Christmas specials? That's weird. How about a stoned version of Reading Your Comments, Terry Wogan style? I do not smoke, unfortunately, and I don't plan on starting. I'd like to nominate this 200th episode to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi, Bill Clinton. For those of you who don't know about this, they had the Gaming Awards, what was it, like a week ago now at this point? And Elden Ring won Game of the Year, and after the creator... Somebody had snuck on stage with the creator and nobody even noticed him. They just figured he's part of his entourage. And after the creator spoke, this kid grabbed the mic and said, I'd like to nominate for the Gaming Awards next year my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton before he was arrested. And after he was arrested, everybody was tweeting like, free him, because it was funny. And then it became less funny when they realized that he was a massive anti-Semite who makes regular appearances on InfoWars. So, whilst Clarkson wasn't actually a novice bike rider, he was genuinely the least experienced of the three. Hammond and May both owned bikes, but I believe Clarkson stopped riding after losing a friend and colleague in a bike crash in 1990s. Damn, that sucks. It's understandable though. But yeah, I mean, I figured he was playing it up for this show, because I mean, the odds of him never riding a bike ever were probably not high. Top Gear Middle East special is more of an excellent special. It's the 3 not-so-wise men traveling to Bethlehem. Oh, okay, yeah, that does sound more Christmassy. Well, there's always time for next year. If there are any gaps, which I doubt, but how about the Fast Show Christmas special? Something else I could put in for next year, yeah. I think at this point, I've got every spot pretty much filled, I think, for the rest of the month, but, I mean, yeah, I'll always need stuff for next year. You should find that episode of Christmas Day 1995 Coronation Street and react to it. You already did Christmas EastEnders. Speaking of that, there actually might be another Christmas EastEnders upcoming. The Mrs. Burton show doesn't have to be watched in order, but the first ever episode has gone down in TV history. She had Debbie McGee and asked a question. It was more how she phrased it. That was quoted for years to come. Also, it was claimed that the guests didn't know what to expect, and they didn't know it was a bit of a piss take, so the reaction of the guests were a bit shocked during the first series. You should watch that episode. Okay, I did ask during the reaction if there was like a defining moment of the show based off this comment and other comments who have not spoiled it for me, by the way. I appreciate that. I'm guessing that was the defining moment of the show, so yeah, whenever I do a next episode of that, that'll probably be it. I don't like mince pies, but that M&S garlic butter brochet looks tasty. You had me at garlic. Bounty is coconut, a love it or hate it item. There shouldn't be a mixed box for that reason, because half the population just gonna throw them away. I used to give mine to my mom until she told me she couldn't eat coconut because that was causing her migraines. Really? Coconut gave her migraines? I've never heard of that before. Or maybe she was just lying to get out of it. I don't know. Your mom duped you. No, seriously, no. I wonder. I am not huge on coconut myself. I feel like I'd probably. I feel like I could eat it, but it's not my preference. God damn it, you made me lose Whamageddon. I gotta be honest with you, the whole Whamageddon thing is stupid. Wham is awesome, and anyone pretending like they're not is ridiculous. I listen to Wham exclusively for Christmas. Nothing but Wham. Presumably if Allison had a family like her parents still, the house and ghost wouldn't have been inherited by them. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a solid point. When did you suspect Julian wasn't a nice person when he pushed Allison out the top floor window? Somewhere around there, yeah. Hey Taff, I just found out that Ghost has a US version of the show. Is it any good? I think so, yeah. I actually caught a couple episodes. I don't usually watch television, but I was interested in it, so I caught a couple episodes. I think it's fine, you know? Like, I don't know if I'd say it's anything to write home about. Like, I wouldn't say it's, like, gonna be an all-timer like the US Office. But I thought it was fine, yeah. Fingers crossed you get around to revisiting Green Wing in the new year, especially now that the full series in one go format is in full swing. The increasing madness level of Dr. Alan Statham across the episodes makes him arguably Markeep's funniest character. I will go back to Green Wing. The full series in one go format really only applies to shows that I can't get on YouTube. However, I do not know if I can still get Green Wing on YouTube or not. We'll have to see. I'm totally with you on a death exploitation thing. I see it all the time. Also, the cut they did at 5:14 was awful. 1 second he's batting them, and in the next cut he's facing them. I don't think I need to talk more about the death exploitation thing just because I've talked about it a million times. But as far as the cut goes, I noticed a couple cuts like that in Friday Night Dinner is what he was talking about. It seemed to be a very weirdly edited episode. There were a couple cuts like that. I'm gonna pretend I haven't watched this Friday Night Dinner video and continue on my quest to get you to watch it. It'll never die. I could finish the whole fucking show and it would never die. Will you be doing the Bad Education movie? Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't be. Yeah, I mean, I gotta finish the 3rd series first and then I can do that. And then I can do this new series upcoming. I keep checking back every day for Doctor Who, but this is great as well. Check back tomorrow. Alright, y'all, that's gonna do it for another episode of Reading Your Comments. Again, episode 201. The comments in this video were pulled from the following. Wait for it. I've almost found it. Here we go. I've been pulled from the following videos. The Reading Your Comments 200, which came out last week. American Rex 2 Top Gear Vietnam Special. The Mrs. Merton Show. Christmas Commercials 12. Ghosty 2020 Christmas Special. Friday Night Dinner Trace. Bad Education Christmas Special. If you want a chance to get your comments read in next week's episode of Reading Your Comments, the comments on the videos to comment on are as follows. This video, the reaction video that came out yesterday, which should be Christmas Commercials 13. I will not be pulling comments from Benidorm in this episode. I'm going to save that to next week's episode. Since it'll be a shorter week, I'll save the Benidorm comments for next week's episode, since it might need it more. But if you want to get your comment read in next week's episode, read your comments. Again, the videos to comment on are as follows. This video, Christmas Commercials that came out yesterday, the video that comes out tomorrow, which I may have already spoiled, and the ones that come out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There's a chance to get your comments read. Those are the videos to comment on, I should say, to get your comments, for a chance to get your comment read in next week's episode of Reading Your Comments. That was a mouthful. Alright, with all that being said though, no wait, I have to do the outro first. Shit. But thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like. If you didn't like it, don't. If you want to follow any of my social media links, my Twitch, where I stream every single day, my second channel for instant views, my Twitter. If you want to follow me on my Patreon, if you want to support me on my Daily Motion, all things are in the video description down below, as well as the Twitch VODs channel and the community Reddit. Also, in the video description, you can find names of all my Patrons. Again, for as little as $1 1 pound, you can be a Patreon on me, and you also get your name in the video description as well as getting your access to the videos up to a day early, sometimes more. With all that being said, though, my name is Taff16. This has been episode 201 of Reading Your Comments. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.